Good morning, everybody. I hope that you are well. It is currently 5:49 in the morning. That's not going to focus. You're just going to have to take my word for it. It's very, very early. I'm in Nottingham with my friend Emily, who's making a coffee because it's very early in the morning. Because we are off on another hiking weekend in the Peak District, which is very, very exciting. As many of you may know, I'm going on a big trip to Pakistan in September where there is going to be a lot of hiking, and so I'm wanting to do as much training and practice as possible, and so that is why we are doing another training hiking weekend up in the Peak District. But what is miraculous is that the sun is actually shining right now, and as you all know, if you're from the UK, it's been an absolutely miserable May, and so this is just a glorious sight to see, and it's a big reason why we're setting off so early this morning is because the sun is supposed to be out for the first part, but it might rain on us later. Of course, miserable May. So I want to show you what I'm wearing for this unpredictable weather. I've actually got some new trousers. They are hiking outdoor trousers from a company called Acai Outdoor Wear. And yeah, basically I just purchased some walking trousers which are water resistant because I've been wearing leggings for hiking, which is great, that's good. But then if it's going to be raining, you also have to carry some waterproof trousers on you. And I don't really like the look of waterproof trousers. I don't think that they're that nice. And similarly, I don't really like walking trousers aesthetically. I just think that I look like a loser in them. But then I saw these things online, which I thought looked really nice. They're water resistant, they're made for walking. And I thought, you know what? They're quite expensive, but I want to give them a go. So I will let you know how they go. Anyway, enough about my outfit. I've got to down this coffee and get our shit together. We've got to pack our bags. We actually bought our packed lunch last night, so I'm going to stick them in the backpack, and then we'll be off to the Peak District.
As I'm packing up my backpack for all the goodies needed for our day out hiking, I'd like to introduce the sponsors of today's video, Surfshark. If you don't know, Surfshark are a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. A VPN is something we should all be having on our devices in 2021, especially now that travel is starting to open up again. When you head to the airport and connect to the open Wi-Fi network, did you know that your device is at risk of being hacked? That is because the connection is public, so evil hackers can enter in. But when you have Surfshark switched on, it turns that connection to private, creating a virtual shield on your connection so the hackers can't get in, which is pretty cool. A VPN also allows you to change the virtual location of your device, so never again will you have to deal with messages saying that a certain service or program isn't available in your country, because you can simply change your device's location to a country where it is available with the click of a button. Surfshark is one of the only VPNs which works on an unlimited number of your devices with just the one account, and I have an amazing discount code for you to get 83% off and an extra 3 months for free when you use my code backpacking or using the link in the description.
So I'm wanting to try out like different breakfasts to have before working out, just to see what works the best for me. And so today, for the first time, I'm trying an up and go breakfast, and it says milk and oats, fibre and protein and energy, and it's strawberry flavour. Oh, it's quite nice. It literally just tastes like a strawberry milkshake. Very nice, very nice. So hopefully this sets me up with quite a lot of energy for the hike today. Okay, we have made it to the Peak District and we have parked up at Hope Valley Car Park. Now, the hike that we're doing today is called the Great Ridge and Win Hill Hike. It's a really big one. It's 21.1 kilometers, elevation 800 meters, and it should take us around 5 to 6 hours. It says that the difficult rating is high, but if you remember the last Peak District vlog, it also said the difficult rating was high and it wasn't too bad. So that's kind of what we're hoping for again. See what I did there? And it says that the Great Ridge is arguably the most walked ridgeline in England. We've had to pay £6 at this car park for 10 hours of parking, so not the cheapest parking, but that's okay. I've got my hiking boots on. These are my new Mindel hiking boots. I think they're called the Tramin Lady GTX. I absolutely love them. They're so frigging comfortable. Slightly heartbreaking news before we set off. Emily in particular is very keen for the toilet, and there is public loos here at Hope Valley car park. However, it says they open at 8. It's now 8 o'clock on the dot. We've waited 20 minutes for them to open and no one is here to open the door. So we're pacing. There's nowhere else to go. If you're wondering why Alex is wearing a crown on her head, it's because it's birthday! So extra. And then I guess we're getting started on the ridge. You can see it going all the way along there. This is absolutely beautiful. 360-degree views as you walk along the ridge. Mam Tor. This is the highest point of our hike. This is the beautiful view from Mam Tor. We've just reached Edale. It is 10:52. It's just started raining, so I'm going to put this camera away now, but I do have my GoPro, so I can continue to film. Hopefully it doesn't pour down on us, but I wouldn't be surprised in this miserable May. I'm absolutely starving. I haven't eaten anything more since that up and go, but I do want to update you on that up and go actually. I started feeling hungry after the first half an hour of the walk. So when I was having the up and go, I was like, wow, this is really, really filling. And then yeah, about half an hour into the walk, I was like, I'm starving, I really want food. So that's my review of the up and go. Very short, but yeah, I'm gonna have my pasta now. Oh, they can't get up. No. Oh, go on. Yes, yes, go on. Oh, this is heartbreaking. Getting hot again. It's that kind of weather where you don't know whether to take your jacket on or off, because when you take it off then your skin gets a bit cold, but when you have it on for a while then you get really hot on the inside. So troubles. But we're doing well, we're doing well. I feel gutted actually because I had accidentally paused my Apple Watch and forgot to resume it for about a kilometre, so I've missed about a kilometre on my Apple Watch, which is a bit gutting, but I am tracking the whole thing on All Trails, because the hike that we found on 10adventures.com, and it wasn't officially an entire hike in itself on All Trails, so I'm creating my own, and I hope I'm able to share this specific route with you on All Trails, because that would be really, really nice. I don't know if I've mentioned that Alex and Charlotte, who are joining Emily and I today, are GB canoeing athletes. They're very, very fit and they're setting the pace for this hike, and it's so quick. I feel like I'm the straggler at the back, but I know that this is good fitness for me. Very good training, and this hike is fantastic for training actually, because we're just going up and down and up and down. There's a lot of elevation in total, and yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good for us. We are coming up to our final peak now, which is called Win Hill, is it?
Win Hill, yeah.
And yeah, we're doing well. So despite my kilometre which we missed, my thing says that we've done 17.4,
kilometers, 802 meters elevation. I've burnt 1,300 calories. I'm ready for a big cheesy chips when we go back to Castleton. Win Hill. Yo, we did it. Well, we did it to this one.
We've still got it down now.
Yeah, we do. This is our final one. Feeling good. This is the top ridge. We made it! Hey! So the stats, the whole thing took us just over 5 hours and 20 minutes, about 5.5 hours, about 22 kilometers, 1,519 calories burnt. And now we're gonna head to Castleton to go have a nice pub lunch. And it's just started raining, just to, you know, go along with miserable May. So this has been really good timing. As well as the hiking training that I've been doing, you may remember me saying that I've also been doing Couch to 5K as well, which is a 9-week running program, which essentially helps you to progress from not being able to run at all to being able to run a whole 5K, or at least to be able to run for a whole 30 minutes. And I'm very pleased to say that last week I completed the program, which was very, very rewarding. I can now run a whole 5K, and I actually challenged myself to beat the system. This is not an official thing, this is just something that I set myself, where basically I tried to complete a 5K before the end of the program, which would mean running it in 28 minutes on week 8, and I managed to do it. I absolutely killed myself off in the process, but I did have a bit of help because coincidentally, the day in which I wanted to do this, my friend Andy was running a marathon in London, his own marathon, and he said that I could run 5K with him because that's kind of the pace that he was wanting to go at. So when he was on kilometer 25, I think it was, I joined him with him and I ran 5K with him around Victoria Park in London. And I think being able to chat to him did take my mind off of the run, even though I was absolutely wheezing, but I did it. And my fitness in terms of like my resting heart rate has improved so much. When I started that Couch to 5K program 9 weeks ago, my resting heart rate was about 72 beats per minute. It's now about 52 beats per minute. My resting heart rate has gone down by 20 beats per minute in 9 weeks, which is insane. And I genuinely feel the difference. I feel like I just have more energy going around the house, and like the little tasks are just a little bit more effortless. So I would highly recommend the Couch to 5K program to anyone who's looking to get a bit more fit. It's literally designed for anyone, no matter what your fitness level is initially. And I never really thought that I'd say this, but I have signed up to another app which is called 10K Runner, which is essentially another program which is now going to progress me to running 10 kilometers, which is crazy because, believe it or not, I don't actually like running. When I'm doing these runs, I hate it. I'm running and I'm like, when is this stopping? I'm dying, I am wheezing, I just want to stop. But then when I finish, I just feel so euphoric and great, and I want to improve my time, and I'm like, when's the next run? And so it's the strangest addiction because I hate it, but I can't stop. So yeah, I've signed up to the 10K Runner, and hopefully in just over 2 months' time, I should be able to run an entire 10K. So on the running front, my fitness has been going really well, and I'm super stoked that gyms are now doing classes again, because before the pandemic, gym classes was essentially how I stayed fit and in shape. And I really like going to like body pump and legs, bums and tums and body tone. I just like someone telling me what to do so I can follow that. And I'm much more likely to work harder in the classes. So I'm super stoked that those are back again. And I would say at the moment, alongside the running and the hiking, I'm doing 2 to 3 gym classes a week. And before the gym classes actually came back, I was doing a little bit of my own, I was going to say weightlifting. I don't know if I'd go as far to say it was weightlifting, but you know, using the machines at the gym, going as heavy as I can. And I think having that as part of my fitness routine as well is so great for just keeping things diverse, building muscles, and it's a different kind of fitness. Like strength fitness is so different from cardio fitness, and I do think that there is so much benefit from working on both of them. I do try to have a couple of rest days in the week as well, so don't worry, I'm not working too hard. My Apple Watch is just set to 40 minutes of exercise per day. It used to be 30 and now I've upped it to 40, but like I don't really go over that. I try to reach that and I don't go over it. And to be honest, I am eating a lot more now than what I was before. Now that I'm exercising more, I have such a bigger appetite, which is good. And I haven't lost any weight, but I do think that I am growing muscles, which I am happy for. But honestly, the main reason that I'm wanting to build my fitness is for fitness purposes. It's not for aesthetic purposes, though when I get benefits from that as well, it's a nice bonus. So that's like my fitness update aside from the hiking. But I am spending 2 days in Nottingham and the Peak District. So now we're going to go on to day 2, the second hike.
Good morning, everyone. It is now the next day, and when we returned from our hike yesterday, we well and truly just passed away. Our legs hurt so much. Surprisingly, mine are not too bad this morning. We're not leaving as early this morning because Emily had a meeting, and we just don't need to leave so early this morning because we're not going to do as big of a hike today. But my legs feel alright. How do your legs feel, Emily?
But my bum really hurts.
My bum has grown overnight. I looked in the mirror this morning and I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. So I think it was a good booty workout.
Yeah, mine definitely is aching.
The stiffest part of me though, I'd say is my shins. So I need to be careful because this happened last time actually.
Yeah.
This happened last time. So anyway, we are back off to the Peak District today to do a 12.4 kilometre hike. So it should only take us half the time, and I'll tell you more about it in a little bit. But I'm wearing pretty much the same as yesterday. The trousers were good. It didn't rain though on our hike, so I didn't get to test out the waterproofing capabilities of it. But it is a lot wetter today. So hopefully I'll be able to tell you about the waterproofing capabilities of the trousers today. But they're very flexy, they're very stretchy, and they were comfortable. So I'm pleased with that. And yeah, let's head off to the Peak District again.
The weather is colder and it's wetter today, so certainly less pleasant, but the walk is not as long. So the walk that we are doing has been recommended by Alex, who we were walking with yesterday, but it's just Emily and I today. It's called Baslow Circular via Curbar, Edge and Froggatt. Is that the whole name? I think it is. And it's 12.4 kilometres, 470 metres in elevation. It's a loop route. The starting point where we are now is the Nether End car park in Baslow. We've just fueled up on, I've just had some pasta from the co-op. I got a little meal deal because we hadn't eaten anything else this morning, but we're setting off just before midday, so it is later in the day. We're hoping it's not going to rain too much on us, but we are fully equipped. I've got like my water resistant trousers, I've got my rain mac on, and on obviously my boots are waterproof as well, so we are equipped in case it does rain. And the reviews on this hike, they're all 5 stars really. Everyone just says great route, easy to follow, lovely trail, blah blah blah. So hopefully it should be another good day out, and hopefully not as tiring as it was yesterday. Got a white chocolate chip cookie also from the co-op. Fueling. Right, let's go.
Which way are we going?
I don't know. So this is the point where we will be going that way, but we can just see over in the distance Wellington's monument, which is just like a little thing that you can go and see. So we're gonna go see it because it's only 100 metres in that direction.
We've made it to Wellington's monument. This nice little chappy here.
One that I've wanted to see my whole life.
Pretty rock solid.
Alright, now back to the main track over there. This landscape is so cool up here because it's quite flat really, but then you're on top, you're like on top of one of the peaks. Feels like you're on another planet. It's quite cool. And we're just coming up very shortly to the second notable thing of the walk, which is this one. I believe it's called Eagle Stone. It's pretty cool. I like Eagle Stone. Give it a touch. So we're coming up now to Curbar Edge. We haven't figured out how to say that one. Curbar. It looks so beautiful. I think we're going to be going up there. Thank you. So you can actually, we've just realised, park up there, and up there is the Curbar Edge car park if you didn't want to do that first 3 kilometre uphill bit. And then we go up here. You do share Curbar's Edge with some friendly animals. They are just minding their own business actually. No need to be afraid. We're doing well with the rain so far actually. How far into the hike are we? 5.4 kilometres. We can go for about an hour and 20 minutes. And we haven't been rained on. It's been like very, very, very lightly spitting, but hardly at all. And I will be flabbergasted, for one, if we don't get rained on at all today. Because how lucky would that be? Oh, they're rock climbing. Hi. That's so cool. A little waterfall over there. This is lovely. So I believe we're near the town of Fogget. Especially with this moss, it all feels very whimsical and mystical and a bit like a utopian style landscape. It's lovely, it's really, really lovely. Very, very different from the one we did yesterday. And now what I believe will be for a couple of kilometres, we are going to be walking alongside the River Derwent, which so far is absolutely beautiful. Okay, I think we're on the final stretch now. We were in the town of Kerber and then we walked up Kerber Hill, and now we are heading back down to Baslow via Gorse Bank Farm. So, here we go! Back to Nether End car park in Baslow where we started, and it took us just over 3 hours to do a 12-kilometre hike, average pace 15 minutes 10 seconds per kilometre, 780 calories, elevation gain 349. That's what it says on this, but it says more on the All Trails app. And miraculously we did not get rained on at all.
Great success.
Yeah, great success. Though I still have not been able to fully test out my friggin' waterproof trousers. I keep wanting to be able to give you a full comprehensive review of these and their waterproofness. Yeah. And I was really expecting it to rain.
We can do that.
And surprisingly, the walk yesterday didn't affect our legs too much. Like we feel fine. That was good. Very good. Very, very good.
So that concludes another fantastic weekend in the Peak District as hiking training for my trip to Pakistan in September. Please do let me know if you have any recommendations for some good solid hikes to do in England, because I will always be looking for new ones to do. And I think the ones which involve several peaks going up and down are the best ones for fitness training. I don't know if I've mentioned on here, I think I definitely have on Instagram. In August, I'm going to be doing the 3 Peaks challenge with my friend Leah and my mum and her friend. But we're not going to be doing it traditionally in 24 hours. We're taking it a little bit easier, a little bit slower, and we're doing the whole thing across 3 days, and then we're ending at a spa in Snowdonia at the end. So I'm actually really, really looking forward to that few days of fitness and hiking, because it won't be as super intense and challenging as the 3 Peaks in 24 hours, but it still will be a good challenge. There's going to be a lot of driving and stuff, but I've never hiked up Ben Nevis and I've never hiked up Scarfell Pike. I have done Snowdon and I loved it. So that is going to be some really, really good hiking training then. I'm very pleased to say that the travel vlogs will be coming back very soon, as I have recently purchased a very large piece of equipment which is going to enable me to travel around the UK at a much more affordable budget price than if I were to be staying in hotels and stuff. And it's very special. I'm excited to show you. And I'm sorry that I've been so absent the past month. I've just been taking a little break, to be honest. As you can see, I've been focusing a lot on my fitness. I've been continuing to take my Spanish classes. I've been socialising more with my friends now that we can actually meet up inside. I have been doing a lot of admin and emails as well. That never stops. But I didn't think that there was too much point trying to make vlogs just for the sake of it when I wasn't doing too much. So I just chose to take a break from it for a bit. But I am pleased to be back. Thank you so much for sticking around. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!